All right, we're now on to if functions. I'm on slide 43. You guys have done if functions before, but you may not be super comfortable with them. So let's see if we can work on that, okay? If functions of some sort will definitely be on the test if we are able to take it, okay? So we are taking a look at our bonus solutions spreadsheet if you don't already have that open, and we're on the performance tab. Okay, we are working in G5, and what we want to determine here is if this person has met their sales goal. Okay, their sales goal compared to their actual sales. So this, you can type it in by hand. Otherwise, you can also use the insert function button again. And we can use this if and enter it in here, and it'll do all the formatting for you. So if D5, which is their actual sales, is greater than or equal to their sales goal, we want it to say yes. If they did not, if it's not greater than or equal to, then it's supposed to say no. And make sure that it should automatically, but make sure that those quotation marks show up in there, even if you just need to press tab to get off of it. And press OK. And we're going to drag this down. Okay, we have a variety in here of yeses and nos. Oh, and it wants us actually to drag it all the way down here to see if, as a whole, the entire team made it. And they did not. Okay, so now in H, we're going to see if they get a bonus. So you can just type this in, equals if G5, okay, if this equals yes, okay, with quotation marks. If it says yes, then we are going to do E5 times D5. Okay, then they're going to earn 2.5% of the sales that they did. If not, put in 0. Okay. So we have 0 here because Richard did not achieve his goal. So I'm going to drag this down just through Mike so we can see that some of these people have yeses over here, and therefore they have individual bonuses. And then I'm on slide 47, step 14. It says the final pending sale of $700,000 for the year came through. In D5, we have to update this to 3,900,000. And now you will see that these update accordingly, okay? So ifs, you guys, we've done this before. It's just a matter of how do you type it in. You just have to think, how would I do this on paper? If this is greater than or equal to that, do X, Y, and Z, okay? So if I handed you this on paper and said, like, tell me who's achieved their goal, you would look at this, compare them, and determine yes or no. And if they got a yes, you do the math to figure out their bonus. That's all this is, okay? But Excel will do it for you instead of you doing it by hand, okay? So now on slide 48, we're looking at and or not functions next, okay? So these first couple slides just kind of talk about it. On slide 50 is where it actually starts having us do work. So we're going to go to the annual sales. tab on B6. And the formulas tab in the okay, we're gonna, oh, it says that we can go here, we can go to logical and find here, and we're gonna find and. Okay, otherwise you can also insert function and type in and. So B16 greater than equal B3. Did the actual sales equal or exceed the sales goal? Because this is the first year, only one logical test is entered. Select C6. Okay, so did we meet our sales goal? Is B16 greater or equal to this? Yes. Now we have the word and in here, but this first time we only have 1 year, so that's all that's going in here. Okay, so now we're going to start doing some more. We're going to add to this, okay? C6 in the recently used button and click and recently used, and we're going to do C16 greater than or equal to C3. True. Oh. I'm gonna go back in here. In the logical one, oh, so I did this. So C16 is greater than or equal to C3. Now in logical box 2, there we go. Sorry, I pressed OK before I needed to. Now I'm back on track. Okay, C16. So this will report true if both of these are true. Is greater than or equal to B16 times 1.05. The preview returns true, so both of these are true. So this one, our sales, our actual sales are greater than our sales total, and our total sales are 5% greater than this number. So because both of those are true, we get true. All right, complete the formula. All right, so we're going to take this formula, we're going to copy it, we're going to put it in here, and we get false. Why do we get false? Because we did not hit our sales goal. Okay, if I come in here and I stop goofing it up. Okay, our actual sales is not greater. It is 5% greater than what we had last year, but it didn't meet our sales goal. So if even one of these is false, it's going to come back false. Okay, all right. So click on the performance worksheet tab. Select J5. And in the function, we're going to go to logical, and we're going to go to OR. Okay, so instead of it being both things have to be true, this time only one thing has to be true. So B5 is less than 4. G5 equals no. Did Richard Carey not achieve the sales goal? So has it been there for less than 4 years and not achieved the sales goal? We're going to drag that down. So some of these people have been there for less than 4 years, like our bottom couple of people. And some of these people did not achieve their sales goal. J7. It says to open this up just to take a look and see at it. So because this was a no, it came back true. And because we're or, they don't have to both be true. As long as one of them is true, it will report true. Okay, our last slide. To demonstrate how the not function works, select K5 and enter equals not J5. Notice that the result is true, and if you drag this down, they should be all the opposite answers. Okay, you could also modify this one to just flip it around to get the same thing, or you can do it this way. Depending on what you're looking for, you can see different, like depending upon what you put in your formula is going to spit out different answers. If you want different answers, you have to change your formula. Okay, so that is where we are at right now. That was done with slide 54.